This is Bobby Kraft coming to you live on SNNLive. I'm here at the Hard Assets Investment Conference in Chicago. I'm speaking with Linda Thorstad, President and CEO of Orsa Ventures, symbol ORN on the TSX Venture, and ORNSF on the OTC markets. Linda, welcome to SNNLive.
Thank you very much for having me here this morning, Bobby.
Thank you for coming. So this is your first time on SNNLive.
Yes, it is.
And I would love for you to give my audience a little bit of background about Orsa Ventures.
Oh, thank you for the opportunity. Orsa Ventures has recently acquired a very large gold project in southern Oregon. It's about 2.85 million ounces in the inferred category and lots of exploration upside. We also have made an announcement about a recent gold discovery in Nevada in a very prolific mining trend. Management team with over 150 years of experience. Mike Attaway recently joined our board. He's built 6 major mines in the western United States. I have over 30 years of experience in mine development and project development. A very solid COO and project manager with Bruno Bards. So we've built out a really strong team of people, including the fellow that actually discovered the gold resource that we're working on today. We completed financing in April, so we're well financed. So we've got a combination of good assets, we've got a great team, and we're well financed, and we consider that we're in a very safe jurisdiction. We're working in the western United States. Infrastructure is great, lots of access to good skilled people, and we've certainly been welcomed by the local people in the community.
This is very exciting stuff, ladies and gentlemen. You sound so amped and very ready to go. You have projects in Nevada and in Oregon. I'm going to get back to Nevada in a second because, as we know, there's lots of projects going on there, especially for you guys. But we don't hear too much going on in Oregon.
No.
So what's going on there?
Interesting. Thank you for that. Oregon's actually a relatively new frontier. There was quite a bit of activity in the late 1980s up until about 1991 when gold prices fell off. And Oregon just introduced a new mining statute just after that time, so in the early 90s. So it's been overlooked by many companies. Myself, our organization, and another 2 or 3 groups have just become active in the area. It's the same geology as you're seeing in Nevada. So it's the same basin and range productive geologic province. And we're convinced that the permitting opportunities are there and that mines can be permitted in a relatively efficient manner. So we've taken a somewhat contrarian view, but we're already being rewarded for that.
Well, congratulations for that.
Thank you.
Now on to Nevada. So tell me a little bit more about your projects there.
Okay, we have 2 projects in Nevada. The first I'll talk about is Coal Canyon. We had optioned Coal Canyon a year and a half ago from a group of private vendors and completed a trenching program earlier this year and made a gold discovery. So that was pretty exciting for our company. We had expected... we had good indications that it was there, but the discovery, in fact, exceeded our expectations. So we've acquired now some additional ground in the area and have just received BLM approval for the next phase of trenching and work there. So we're very excited about that opportunity, and it's in what's called the Oriana mining trend. There have been 10 million ounces discovered in that trend since 2009, so just over the last 3 years. So we're in what they say elephant country with good potential. And then the second project for us is called the Ashby Project. It's outside of Hawthorne in what's called the Walker Lane mining trend. And that trend is host to many, many very, very large copper deposits. We're talking 7 to 15 billion pounds. We're very, very massive. And our target is a porphyry copper system. We've completed initial program of mapping, sampling, and we've got very good indications that the potential for a discovery there exists. So we're now permitting a trenching program there as well.
Very nice. You mentioned something earlier about management. Can you go into a little bit more about your background? You've had over 30 years experience in the industry. I mean, tell us a little about your experiences in the field, on the management side.
Certainly. I've been very lucky to start my career with an organization, a company that was very active in Nevada, and be involved at that stage with a producing mine, or a mine that was just coming into production.
So you have experience in Nevada? I
have extensive experience in Nevada. I have spent probably half of my career operating throughout the western United States. So lots of work in Arizona, Idaho, Nevada, and now adding Oregon and California as well. So I have been involved in the sector for over 30 years, had the pleasure of working and being involved with several producing mines, and not many geos. It's rare that you get to touch more than one mine in your career. In the mid-90s, I was part of a senior management team with a company called Viceroy Resources, and they actually operated a mine in California that ended up being a very successful mine, producing 1.25 million ounces, and it actually ended up winning awards for health, safety, and environment and community relations, and it's that team that I'm actually back working with now. I came back at the invitation of the chairman, Brian Flower, and we've also been able then to recruit another director who he's built 6 major mines in the western United States. So we've got a group with a track record of building mines and understanding how to work within local communities and make sure that you build community support and make sure you do your homework.
Now that's what it's all about, making sure that the community is taken care of, you have the proper infrastructure and everything of that sort. So what can we expect from Orsa Ventures coming into the Q4?
Well, you'll see lots of news coming out because we have a program that we just announced the other day that we're going to go into our second phase of trenching there. We're permitting trenching at the Ashby property. We're permitting a drill program at the Quartz Mountain property. And by the way, these are all accessed by paved roads that are accessible year-round, so very good infrastructure. So you'll see there'll be lots of news coming out on Quartz Mountain because we'll be working diligently to continue to develop that project along with our Nevada situations.
And where will people be able to find out all of this information?
Well, we have a website I'm very proud of. It's www.orsaventures.com, so it's orsaventures.com. And I always take calls. I always welcome calls. So that website does bring you along to contact information for me, and I'm delighted to take any inquiries that people have along the way.
Thank you very much. This has been Bobby Kraft here at the Hard Assets Investor Conference in Chicago. This has been Linda Thorstad, President and CEO of Orsa Ventures, symbols ORN on the TSX Venture and ORNSF on the OTC markets. Linda, thank you so much for coming on to SNNLive.
Thank you, Bobby, for the opportunity.